I got it now. It's recording.
Hi, this is my audience for my speech today. Thanks for taking some time out of your day. My name is Melissa, and I'd like to speak to you today about the 3 stages of fetal development. The reason I want to speak to you today about these stages of fetal development is I feel like it's very important in connecting with your baby as soon as you know that you're pregnant. Moms have a really good opportunity. They feel a lot of the changes because they're the ones that are pregnant, whereas dads don't normally get that connection. So if we can learn more about what's happening, dads can connect as well. Even though moms feel a lot of the changes, they don't feel them all. So let's take a closer look at the first, second, and third trimester. The first trimester is considered conception to 12 weeks, and Saladin's Anatomy and Physiology tells us that as soon as 22 days after conception, a tiny heartbeat can be seen. So that's 22 days. Most people are not aware that they're pregnant at that time, and life has already began. A few short 6 weeks later, Merck's home manual tells us that all of the major blood vessels have already formed, and if you were to look at that through an ultrasound, you could see them. As well, brain waves can be detected. Another important step in the first trimester is at 8 weeks, bones begin to develop. So, at the end of 12 weeks, at the end of your first trimester, all your vital organs have formed, the major blood vessels are there, brain waves are detected, you can even see hair and tiny fingernails begin to grow. At this time, your baby is about 2 inches long and weighs about 1/2 ounce. So, after the first trimester, your baby's begun to look like a tiny human, and in your second trimester, the baby will begin to act like one as well. The second trimester is a very fun time. Moms get to start to feel the baby move from inside, and by the end of the second semester, dads can also feel the baby from the outside. One huge exciting thing that happens in the second trimester is that you can determine the sex of your baby through an ultrasound. You get to know whether they're having a boy or a girl. If you were to look at the baby in an ultrasound as well, Saladin's Anatomy and Physiology tells us that you may also see them suck their thumb or begin to make sucking motions with their mouth as they prepare for life outside the womb. At the end of 24 weeks, if you had to give birth, baby would have a great chance of survival. Now the baby feels real to you as well. And as we go into the third trimester, it's a time for preparation. Moms and dads begin to prepare by getting the room ready, buying a car seat, buying all the clothes, getting everything ready for baby to come home. Well, baby's getting ready for birth as well. BabyCenter.com tells us that this is the largest weight gain that the baby will achieve during the length of the pregnancy. As its arms and legs fill out, the baby begins to practice urination by passing water through its bladder. And an important step in this trimester is that the red blood cells begin to develop in the fetus, so that as the baby gets the red blood cell production in place, it is preparing to grow outside of the womb. At the end of the trimester, your baby should weigh about 7 pounds and is about 20 inches long. So as we've seen, there are many stages of fetal development, things that happen in each stage as the baby prepares to enter the world. By acknowledging and enjoying each stage of the process throughout the way, you're preparing yourself to enjoy the many milestones that you will have with your baby after birth. Thank you.
Clap.